Dear self, I bet 2024 has not been your best year. You have cried like never before, been in pain like you've never imagined. I remember when you were also depressed. The bitterness, the anger, and questions you've had to deal with cannot be fathomed by human understanding. Dear self, you have endured so much, I do not know how best to comfort you. I know if you were to summarize this year into one word, you'd probably settle for miry clay. Wait, are those two words? Whatever. You have moved from one heart-wrenching season to another, like standing in quicksand. From one disappointment to another, one bad news to the next, from pain to pain, from rejection to rejection, from one moment of crying to the next of bawling your eyes out. You sincerely need a break, just one moment to feel alive and happy to be so. I cannot confidently say I have always been there for you. Actually, when you needed me most, I shut you out. I pretended not to hear your cry. I was numb to you. I was numb to your cry for help. And I want to truly apologize for not showing up and showing up right. I was as confused as you were in those moments, clueless about how best to stand up for you. And I'm truly sorry for that. I do not know how best to make it up to you because I know you have not overcome yet. But please, allow me to say I am proud of you for surviving the treacherous events. You have faced so much this year. It all began last year actually, on 31st December. You had just woken up, showered, and were dressing up to go to church when the terrible news came to you. Your mom had just passed on. No warning, no sign, perfectly healthy, but she just left. I still remember the confusion that you felt and how abandoned you felt. But worse was how naked you felt to be a motherless daughter. I remember how you roamed the streets of your neighborhood on that cold winter morning in Portland, crying out for your mom, hoping she'd show up just once. You didn't care if you were causing disturbance enough to have the police called on you. You bet your chest countless times because the deep pain couldn't let go of you. It was almost as if someone had gripped onto your heart. Details of how else you felt elude me because that was when I shut you out. I left you out in the cold and chose myself over you. In return, I lost you to numbness, and that was how you managed to smile again, to laugh again, to eat again, to sleep again. Though you still struggle, but you chose how best you'd survive. Hey, I'm not scolding you for letting yourself pretend. I'm acknowledging my fault. Dear self, I'm truly sorry. I'm sorry that when I showed up, your pain had gone deeper than you and I could ever have imagined. And when you were forced to face it, you sank into depression and anger that you'd never felt before. I'm sorry I silenced you from expressing your feelings, your grief, your pain, your thoughts, and your needs. I made you feel unseen and unheard. Honestly, I thought I was protecting you, but I was wrong. Dear sweet self, it's almost a year since you've been fighting unseen battles, and I wish I could promise you the end of those battles soon. But even I do not know when this will be over. I wish I could tell you that every disappointment you've met will make sense soon. I wish I could promise you a beautiful and healing love. I wish I could tell you it's going to really turn around for good in 2025. But the only thing I'm sure of is to keep on allowing Jesus to be your anchor. Let him see all of your unfiltered pain, silent battles, endless questions about your future, and the emptiness within you. And as you do that, I want to remind you this. You should be proud of yourself for how you have faced this recent period, from the silent battles you fought to the moments when you fell but still chose to rise again and look forward. Dear sweet self, you are a warrior. Celebrate your strength. And even though this year you've met the most broken version of yourself, you've also met the strongest version of yourself. And remember, even beautiful petals have ugly scars too. I love you. I'm here for you. I'm praying for you. And I'm waiting for a new dawn with you. To my dear sweet self, sincerely, Rose.